Welcome. Welcome to American Alpha Male. I'm glad you're here. Blessed that you're here. All I ask that you do, give me some feedback. Let me know what y'all like. Let me know your dislikes. Hold on. Gotta get rid of those zombies.
King, what I'm about to say might fuck up your day, but it'll put a lot of things in perspective for you. You may never fully be appreciated by a woman. The reason being is women's making it happen is totally different from a man's making it happen. See, when women struggle, we can just go ask somebody. We have cushions to fall back on. If we look good enough, we'll have a man that'll help us. Hell, we ain't even gotta look good enough. We'll have a man that'll help us. We always got something that somebody wants. And we know that. But when it comes to y'all, it's like we have a hard time understanding that our way of life is not reality for men. Y'all don't have nobody that y'all could just ask. Not without being called weak or being emasculated. Y'all gotta literally figure out a way, because at the end of the day, y'all are the same men that we fall back on. Yet we still find it hard to appreciate y'all. Ain't that some?
In your dating phase, men, tell a woman how does she express, pardon me, her appreciation for the little things. Why the little things though, Nash? Like why the little things? Because it's those meticulous, tedious things that are really supposed to mean so much more than the grand things. So when we look at it, you gotta understand something. Learn her. And then call her out. I know. That's crazy, bro. You shouldn't do that, man. No. Call her out. In the dating phase. You do have the ability and the right to teach a person how to treat you. Now, fellas, there are women who are out here who will text you how grateful and how appreciative they are of you. There are. Rare as they may be, there are women who are out here who have struggled so much, who have done so many stupid things in their lives, who just want a man to take care of them. But that ain't the women that she's talking about. Them brides that she talking about, oh my goodness, they do have flags. By the way. What? So let me give you a couple of tips and pointers so you can go out there and save America, wolves. It's perfectly awesome to look at these things and go, I got the cheat code, and you ain't who I need you to be. Y'all ready? All right. Any woman that you see online always bigging herself up and her accomplishments, be leery, because there is somebody that is helping her. These women are not ballers. These women are not what they say they are. They typically have a crap ton of debt from loans, from a stupid degree that won't ever pay it off. They're going to require a man to help them get it done. And no, the man will not be paying for the stupid degree. He will not. But you know what he will be doing? He'll be paying for her lifestyle to continue on while she pays off her stupid degree. And while she complains, I've watched it happen. Now, watch out for women who self-praise all the time. Watch out for women who self-loathe, all the time. About when it gets hard. How they have nobody. But yet, for some odd reason, they never show you how they living, how they sleeping, what they driving. You know why? Because in the background, there's somebody doing it. What they're really saying is, I wish I had a man who could do a lot more than the one that's already doing something. Or I had a stronger family who was taking care of more stuff than the current family that I have. Because I can require such minimal requirements out of myself, but deserve the maximum out of everybody else. It's one of the most beautiful, stupidest things on earth to see how their brains work, because oftentimes it does not. So be leery of that, of women who self-loathe out loud. Be leery of the woman who promises but practices other. Oh, snap. Wait, you can do that? Yeah. If she promised you these things, get a deadline. Yeah. Get a checklist. Yeah. To negotiate. Majority, well, I won't say a majority. I'll just speak for myself. There are women that I have slept with the very first night I ever met them. There are women that I've slept with, I don't even know their names. But you know what was crazy? The only thing I needed to do was build rapport. They just had to be comfortable enough. And I went to either their house or my house and tore that ass up. And you know what was great about the whole entire experience? They wanted it, not me. The women that I did one night stands with, they wanted it, not me. Not in the back of my mind, of course, I wanted it too, but you had to let the women do that. What I'm trying to get y'all to understand is these women are not special. They're not. You're not going to be appreciated by the mass of women. You're not. You're going to have to live with that. Why? Because they're so far up their own asses. They so believe the BS that they believe. They so love the stupidity of themselves that they cannot appreciate the authenticity, the genius, the loving nature, the protection, the provisions that you have to give. Are you an amazing man? Absolutely. Do you go out and do you handle business? Absolutely. Do you make great sacrifices just to appease everybody else? Absolutely. Are you the person who everybody calls and depends on and you just get it done with very minimal said? Absolutely. And that's how it's supposed to be. Unfortunately, for a man, there are certain things you cannot do out loud. You cannot gripe. Because if you gripe, you're unappreciative of them. As though you are demeaning them in your griping. As though you are attacking them in your griping. As though you complaining is so wrong. When it's basically you saying, hey, I need a little bit of help here. Somebody, anybody. I'm sorry. As a man, not a dude or a boy. You can't do that. You either find you a group of men who you can complain with. Y'all can go on fishing trips. Y'all can go play rec league, something. Y'all can go to the bar at least once a month and kick it. Y'all can go over each other's houses at least every other month and barbecue. Y'all can do these things. And it's all good. Y'all could. And you should. And if you don't have that, go gripe and complain to the tree. Go gripe and complain to the car. Sit in your vehicle. Park around the corner. Relax, decompress before you have to go home. Do these things. Talk to yourself out loud. I know that sounds like, man, I'm glad somebody finally said it. I'm saying it. You're not crazy. You're not stupid. You're not a lame. You're not a dummy for doing these things. What you are doing is considering your mental acuities. Because if you do not do these things, you will break yourself down. You will die on a Monday between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. It just is what it is. And if we dig even deeper, you'll die between 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. on a Monday. You'll have a heart attack. You will collapse under the weight of the world. And what's going to happen is, only in your funeral will you finally be appreciated. And you won't even be there. This is what it is. So make sure you take time out of your day to appreciate you, because the rest of the world will not. To find a woman that appreciates you is such an anomaly, such an inimitable thing, that women like that are snatched up like hotcakes. Women like that actually come to help, alleviate, decompress, relax. It just is what it is. They already have a nature about themselves that takes so much stress and pressure off your shoulders. You would start to wonder, how the hell could you live life without her? And tell her that, you know what, I'm willing to bet half of my stuff that I'm going to cherish you and make sure that you're good. Crazy thing to say, I know. Even crazier to believe, I bet. But they're out there. They're out there. I'm not telling you fellas to give up. But I'm telling you, if you decide to go and get in relationships, because these women have the access to relationships while you have the access to marriage. If you go and you convince a woman to be in a relationship with you and she doesn't do these things, and you haven't asked these questions, and you haven't held her to the fire, and you've accepted it because you don't think you can get better, you don't think you can do better, you're not at your best, you're not in the gym knocking it out, you're not lifting weights, you're not doing you're not doing the maximum things with peak efficiency that you once could, because for some odd ass reason you decided to get lazy and let life whoop you. I know, I've been there before. If you are doing that, understand, even though you're still busting your ass, doesn't matter. Does not matter. You are who you are. Should you do better in life? Of course. Are you working towards doing better in life? Of course. Will you achieve that? Probably not. But the fact that you're trying means everything in the world. You will not be appreciated. They will not love you. They will not protect you. They will not respect you as though you should be respected. Demand all. From jump. Point it out when it don't happen. And if she has a problem with that, reverse it on her. Bring up things that she does that you have appreciated, and imagine for her, pardon me, that you did not show a level of appreciation with her continuation of doing said things. Ask her, to be honest, would she still do it with the same vigor as she done it before? And she'll be honest, and she'll tell you no. You can flip it on her and tell her that's exactly what's happening now. Now, if she's a stupid woman who would argue that, don't worry about it. Get away. If she's a stupid woman who would argue that, you go, oh my gosh, no, that's not what's going on here. I just stop her right there and tell her, how can you tell me how to feel about this situation? You haven't seen it through the lenses that I've seen it. You haven't articulated it the way that I've articulated it. And you haven't even thought about it because you're not thoughtful enough. And it's things like that you have to put in your arsenal and pull out every once in a while. Because if you don't, they'll go about it as as though there's no problem. Fellas, do it because you must, because you have to. And you can't complain later when it doesn't happen. Say something. Don't just walk around with nothingness in your brain and in your heart. You deserve better because you are better. But if you never tell them, you never demand it, and you don't stay on their ass about it, it will not happen. Of course you're not appreciated. Because society doesn't appreciate a great man. But you don't need society. You need that woman. And that's the thing. Now, if you get on here and say there's no women like that, then homie, keep on trying. Save America, wolves. I'll catch you in the next one.